is Buddy barking like that? Calm down, Buddy. There's no one here. It has been almost 6 months since Caitlin has been dating Sean, and they have been happy together. But Caitlin couldn't help but notice Sean was still very much hung over his ex-girlfriends. Despite all the gifts Caitlin got him, Sean was attached to the old things his ex-girlfriends gifted him, like his roughed-up wallet or his scratched-out watch. Of course, Caitlin wasn't so happy about it all, but in the middle of all this, she got caught up in another dilemma. She started getting gifts from an unknown person. A bottle of perfume, a watch. At first, it seemed to be a secret admirer, but these gifts weren't any random gifts. Caitlin soon found out. These gifts were something that belonged to Sean's ex-girlfriends, Michelle and Tiffany. But what was more horrifying was that she had received the gifts after some serial killer had taken their lives. Caitlin was baffled when the police showed up at her door, but the investigation didn't lead to much. Whoever this killer was still out there, and Caitlin started to fear she would be targeted too. But the next gift she got wasn't secretly left at her porch, but actually given to her by Sean himself. A pair of earrings that seemed awfully familiar. Jessica, his ex-girlfriend, she was wearing these earrings in that picture. Then, does that mean Jessica is no more? It happened with all his girlfriends. And then I got the gifts. Is Sean behind all this? Caitlin was frightened to her core. She wished this wasn't true, but she couldn't rid the suspicion. In the next days, Caitlin continuously checked the news, read the paper, but there was nothing about the serial killings that was going on. But Caitlin needed to be sure. So when she got the opportunity, Caitlin pried through all of Sean's old things and found a letter sent by Jessica to him. It had her address on it. I have to go there and check on her. The next day, Caitlin went to Jessica's house. But reaching her block, she froze seeing the police had arrived there before her. Caitlin quickly hid out of sight. She didn't want the police suspecting her and getting herself wrapped up in trouble in the process. But at least now she knew Jessica was alive. BIIPD, are you Jessica Jonas? Yes, officers. How may I help you? Miss Jonas, there has been a serial killing occurring in town. 2 women have been found. I suppose you already know who they are. I knew one of them, Michelle. She was my ex-boyfriend's ex-girlfriend. Miss Jonas, we would like to ask you some questions regarding this case. Sure. How did you and your ex-boyfriend Sean Winston break up? We weren't compatible. It was like we were 2 completely different people with different taste. To be honest, it was a bad breakup. Sean was in love with me and he was hurt. But I thought it was the best for both of us because I just didn't feel the same way. I see. Miss Jonas, just to let you know, before dating Michelle, your boyfriend was dating Tiffany, the other victim of this case. What? She was his ex-girlfriend too? So, now you understand what brought us here. We have reason to suspect Sean Winston might be the culprit, and you might be his next target. Then why don't you arrest him? We have no evidence against him, and he has given us a strong alibi each time. So even if he is the prime suspect, we can't do anything but warn potential victims. After speaking with the BIIPD, Jessica felt frantic thinking about that night, when Buddy suddenly began barking. Was someone really trying to break in that night? So from then on, Jessica tried to stay as safe as she could, keeping a knife with her at all times and always traveling in the masses. But it was soon, one evening, while she was at the subway waiting for her train, someone bumped into her and pushed her off the platform. Before Jessica could see who it was, he ran away, but at that moment, that was the least of her concerns. Jessica stared at the train speeding down the track, just seconds away before it would reach her. Help! Help! Fortunately, with the help of those nearby, Jessica escaped a horrible accident. How did you fall? Someone pushed me over. What? Who would do something like that? Jessica's fear only increased after that incident. Could it have been the killer? Was it Sean? Was he seeking revenge on her for breaking up with him? As the week passed in sheer anxiety, it was on Friday night. Jessica was returning home alone. When she froze, feeling a sharp, piercing pain in her back. She turned around in horror, seeing him holding a knife at her. Sean? Hand over the bag. Hearing a coarse voice, Jessica realized it wasn't him. So Sean isn't the one. But when the man grabbed her bag and made a run for it, she realized he wasn't the one either. He was just a mugger. Then, is Sean behind this? Or is it someone else? That night, Jessica ran back home and locked her doors. This was the only place she felt safe, especially with Buddy around. The next day, Jessica called the police and explained her situation. Things couldn't go on like this. Officers, I've been getting a feeling whoever this person is after me. I don't feel safe. We have an undercover cop patrolling near your home, so there's no need for you to worry. If they sense anything, they will immediately come to your assistance. Jessica put down the phone, feeling a little relieved. She planned not to go out in the next days and just stayed home. But that evening, had a guest over. She opened the door to a young woman. Do I know you? Hi, I'm Caitlin. Your ex, Sean, and I are dating. Oh, come on in. Thanks. But just as Caitlin was to step in, suddenly, Buddy came rushing in front of her and began barking aggressively. It's all right, Buddy. Go on now. Everything's fine. As Buddy reluctantly went off, Jessica escorted Caitlin in. So what brings you here? Caitlin took out the earrings Sean had gotten her. You probably know what's been happening recently. The police contacted me. Yeah, they came here too. I came here to ask you something. These earrings, Sean got them for me and I was wondering if they were yours. These aren't mine, but I have a pair just like this. They're Ioka pearls. Sean used to like them, so he got them for our anniversary when we were dating. Caitlin breathed out in relief hearing Jessica. Thank goodness it's not what I thought. Sean can't be behind this. Thanks so much. I should get going. All right. Sometime in the middle of the night, Jessica woke up hearing a strange noise in her room. Who's there? She anxiously got out of bed and walked towards the door. For some reason, she was getting a bad feeling something wasn't right. And sure enough, as soon as Jessica stepped out, she felt a heavy push behind her as she suddenly found herself cornered by a man holding a knife at her. Jessica immediately shouted out, "Buddy! Buddy!" But there was no sign of Buddy. Helpless, Jessica looked at him. "Sean, why? Why are you doing this? I know you love me, but our relationship wasn't meant to be. You think I was cheating on you, but we were only dating, Sean. I had a choice and I chose Nick. You can't force anyone to love you." But that was when he took off his hoodie. Caitlin? A lot like Sean, who was unlucky at love, Caitlin too was very unlucky. But heartbreak after heartbreak, Caitlin eventually met Sean, and they had a wonderful relationship. They connected with each other, they understood each other, and they felt for each other. But the truth behind everything was, both of them had a lot of baggage. Caitlin's past had made her insecure about her relationships, and she became possessive. And Sean was still hung over his ex-girlfriends. But while Sean was trying to get over his issues, Caitlin couldn't take it. "Wow, this perfume smells awesome. Let's take this." "This one? Not this one, Kate." "Why, you don't like it?" "It's not that. I actually gifted this to my ex once." "Your ex? Really? Why can't you just forget her? I'm in your life now." "I know, but if you wear this, it'll remind me of her." "Fine, then I won't wear perfume at all." "This watch is gorgeous. It goes so well with the dress I got for our date." BI Rolex? Kate, how about we check out BI Omega instead? "Why? Did you used to gift BI Rolexes to your ex too?" "It was her birthday." "I can't believe you, Sean." Every time Caitlin saw Sean, lingering in his past, thinking of his ex-girlfriends, she lost a little part of her sanity in her rage. Caitlin couldn't take it anymore, and the more she tried to withhold her jealousy and anger, she subconsciously developed a dual personality. One side of her tried to understand and cope with Sean, while the other sought revenge and wanted to get rid of his past love life. That side of her knew as long as Sean's ex-girlfriends were alive, Sean would never get over them, and her altered personality would never be happy with him. So she began hunting down his ex-girlfriends. Tiffany was the first to go, and then Michelle. And every time she erased them from existence, she sent herself the gift that Sean had once given them to ease her altered personality's insecurities. Who sent me this gift? On the other hand, however, when Sean noticed Caitlin receiving these gifts, he recognized the same perfume or watch. But he also saw how happy it made Caitlin. Caitlin had stopped wearing perfume or watches because of him, but getting this gift made her less jealous and toned down her rage. And he was fine with that. So Sean decided to buy her the exact pearl earrings he had once gotten Jessica, hoping it would tone down her anger. But it didn't. It only increased her jealousy when she received the same gift from Sean himself. And while one personality of Caitlin visited Jessica to confirm if the earrings were hers, and if Sean was the serial killer himself, her older personality noted down the layout of Jessica's house, her dog, and the undercop in the area. And on the right opportunity, she drugged Buddy, found a blind spot from where the cop could not see her, and broke into Jessica's house to get done what she needed to get done. As long as you live, he won't forget you. But now, he'll be mine. Officers, is everything all right? Jessica Jonas was murdered last night. Where were you? How? I was at work. I had a meeting. What? I met her just yesterday. She's no more? Then, am I going to be next? Click on the subscribe button and check out more awesome videos on our channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon because you know it's interesting.